Hey gamers, and welcome back to a brand new Roblox Jailbreak video. And in today's video, I'm going across every single $1 million vehicle. And I'm going to be telling you which ones to buy and which ones not to buy. But before we get into today's video, I'm giving away this torpedo at 15k subscribers. And all you need to do to win it is to subscribe and to join my Discord server. The giveaway is being hosted in there. Also, consider buying some of the Roblox merch. I mean, this stuff is going limited. It is going off sale literally today, so make sure you cop it before it goes out. But anyway, let's get on with today's video. So in Jailbreak, once you've saved up millions and millions of dollars, you then need to start thinking about what the first $1 million vehicle you are going to buy is going to be. And in 2024, you actually have quite a fair bit of option to choose from. This ranges from aerial vehicles to insane hypercars to straight up yachts. And upon receiving your $1 million, you know, it can be quite daunting to choose from one vehicle, because if you choose the wrong one, well, you're $1 million down and you've got to grind back entire $1 million again. So to make this easier, I'm going to split this video into 3 different sections: land vehicles, aerial vehicles, and then the best for last, the water vehicle. So starting off here at the $1 million dealership, the most famous place inside Jailbreak, you've of course got the first vehicle here, the monster truck, which of course costs $1 million. This vehicle includes 6 seats, including yourself, has an absolutely insane off-roading capability with massive suspension, which literally allows you to drive over other cars. Now, its top speed is pretty mediocre. However, it is literally the definition of the perfect grinding vehicle for you and your friends if you enjoy driving. However, say this big monstery sort of style is not your sort of thing, and you're like me and you have no friend, then you maybe want to consider getting the Trailblazer. This again is another off-roading type vehicle. However, this time it only hosts 2 seats, so for yourself and your alt camp, because let's be honest, if you're playing Jailbreak, you have no friend. And actually has a pretty decent top speed with a fairly good acceleration. However, it has no cool perk for driving over cars. It does just run into them like any other vehicle in Jailbreak. This is probably by far one of the least used ground vehicles that are costing $1 million inside Jailbreak. However, there is actually one more $1 million vehicle that is not the Vault Bike, and you will be surprised. It is very, very unheard of these days, and it is very, very bad. And that vehicle is this right here, the tank. Now, in retrospect, this vehicle is actually really good. The off-roading is the best of any vehicle in the game. It's got a freaking turret that you can shoot at and kill enemies. It can hold up to 3 people, which can even allow your passenger to control the turret like so. And I mean, just look at the steepness of this hill, and I'm just gonna drive up to it, and what the heck? Yeah, okay, so this vehicle may be a little bit buggy here and there, but overall, incredibly impressive. However, here is where the issues start to arise. I am going flat out with my finger fully on the W key on my keyboard, and we are approaching a grand total speed of 74 miles an hour. I mean, to put that into comparison, the base Camaro, which is a free car with no engine upgrades, goes faster than a $1 million tank. This vehicle nearly does 100 miles an hour when it gets up to full speed, and the tank maxes out at 75. The tank is slow. It is very, very slow. It spawns in the military base as well, so it's a lot easier for a police team to get it. And at this point, this vehicle is basically forgotten about. But however, the next vehicle we're about to look at is the most commonly used vehicle inside Jailbreak, and perhaps the best. And that vehicle is back right over here at the $1 million dealership, which is the last remaining vehicle that drives on the ground. And this is, of course, the Vault Bike. Now, the Vault Bike, you probably don't need any introduction. However, if you're new to the game and you don't know it, it is the fastest accelerating vehicle inside the game. It has 1 seat for yourself, which is plenty because, as I said, you've got no friend. It has a really good top speed, peaking out at about 230 if you really push it. It has absolutely insane handling and a somewhat mediocre off-road experience. It is one of, if not the best grinding vehicle inside the game, considering you can spawn it from the mobile garage. So out of this fine selection of ground vehicles, I would say the Vault Bike is perhaps perhaps the best out of all of them. However, it is up to you to choose. Okay, now we're getting onto the exciting ones, which is the aerial vehicle. The first of which being the drone. This is another $1 million vehicle, and it flies and hovers. However, this is not like a helicopter in the game. This vehicle reaches a max height of about a couple hundred studs off the ground. I'm pressing E on my keyboard right now, and it won't go any further up. This is the max height it reaches. However, that adjusts to what sort of like height terrain you're going over. So like if I go up on top of a building over here, as you can see, the terrain height increases up to here. It hosts 2 people. It is not spawnable, however, by your mobile garage, but has really good handling. It's got a pretty decent top speed for an aerial vehicle. In fact, it's one of the fastest in the game, excluding the jet. All around, a really solid vehicle for grinding and also for escaping police, because as soon as you get in this, you're off. Like, say a policeman's down there, well, we're already gone, well out of gun range. However, the next vehicle is a bit bulkier. Now, this one, as you probably know, one of the most famous items inside Jailbreak is the Black Hawk, or as most people call it, the Army Heli. This vehicle holds 8 seats, which includes yourself, of course, and is by far the most optimal grinding vehicle. Considering it has an amazing top speed, it's of course aerial, so getting to your places will be quicker. Actually, it has 9 seats if you include this rope underneath it. It is of course a helicopter though, so its max height is just completely based upon how high you can go in the map. So as you can see, this is how high you can go above the tallest building, which is of course incredibly high inside Jailbreak. It has a max speed of about 130 miles an hour, which of course increases if you start going down. It has the added bonus of shooting missiles just like the tank, as you could see from earlier, and of course it drops bombs like usual. It's by far one of the best grinders vehicle inside Jailbreak, unless of course you don't have friends. Who am I kidding? Of course you don't have friends. Moving on to the final aerial vehicle is the jet right over here. Another vehicle that costs $1 million buckaroos. It has 2 seats and it can fire air missiles. However, the controls for this are a bit finicky if you're on mobile. On PC, they're not bad. You can use A and D on your computer, on your keyboard, sorry, to just turn like this, and your mouse to go up and down and roll left and right. If you enter first person, you can lock onto a target in the air with auto aiming and left click your keyboard to shoot a missile like so and knock anybody out the sky and kill them. It has the fastest speed of any aerial vehicle in Jailbreak, reaching 212 miles an hour. It also has the highest height limit of 2,100 studs up in the air, and as you can see, we're pretty far up here. You can do cool tricks in the air with it as well, which I say is very fun to play around with. Like, I can do a barrel roll here, watch as the vehicle flies through the air like so, put on the power again, and blast off. There's also these rings in the air, which means you can do cool stunts around in them, and you can try hit all of the ring. These were from OG Jailbreak, and they used to give you some cool stuff, but nowadays they don't give you any XP at all. It's a very fun vehicle to play around with. I've got over 1,000 miles on it, and overall, a pretty solid vehicle. However, I would not use it for grinding, because if you want to stop, you've got to find a long patch of, straight grass to stop on, and even then, let's be honest, if you're robbing the museum, you're going to run into it. If you're going to try going to the city, good luck. It's very hard to try land this in the city. Oh, there we go, just about did it. But then, as soon as you hit something, it veers off course and is practically unusable. So, out of the aerial vehicles, I would highly suggest getting the drone. Of course, 2 seats, a very solid top speed, and of course, a limited height. Once again, though, completely your opinion. Okay, now moving on to the last vehicle, which is, of course, the only water vehicle in the game. Sorry, I should classify the only $1 million water vehicle in the game. And that is this marvelous vehicle right here, the Sloop. It has got the slowest top speed of any vehicle in the game, peaking out at just above 60 miles an hour. The only benefit of this vehicle really is just having fun. Like, if you've got teammates, but I'm gonna make the joke again, of course you don't got teammates, you got no friend. You can walk around this vehicle in its entirety, and that includes while somebody is driving it. It is by far the worst $1 million vehicle you could ever buy. However, it does actually have 1 or 2 cool little Easter eggs. The first of which is if you come over to this massive bridge right here and you drive up to the middle of it, as you can see, the bridge actually lifts up. Okay, I just banged into it. But as you can see, the bridge actually lifts up to let you pass through. And this is one of 2 vehicles in the game that let you do this. The other one being the cruiser. Now, the second Easter egg is actually pretty unheard of. And you really do need to be quite quick to do this Easter egg. First of all, you want to slowly make your way over to the Alcatraz Island all the way over there. And I do mean very, very slowly. Now, if you're doing this in a public server, this may take a very long time to do. So I'd highly suggest doing it in a private server where you have command. Now, the first 2 things you need to do for this Easter egg is you need to wait until it's night, and you also need it to be raining at night. So with a cool transition, it will be about 7 hours later, and it will be raining. Okay, and now that you have both it being night and the rain being on, you want to get your sloop. And you want to drive up to this little boat right here. And you want to drive right past it. And you should find out that when you drive past it, you get struck by lightning. And you become the Flying Dutchman. If I remove the hypershifts, you can see that the sloop becomes all green and becomes the Flying Dutchman. It also has a little bell sort of sound and plays a funny bit of music. Now, is this a cool Easter egg? Yes, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. This is by far one of the best Easter eggs inside Jailbreak that not many people actually know of. However, does this make this a good vehicle? No, absolutely not. It sucks. Now that we have every $1 million vehicle covered, now we need to make a decision on what is the best first $1 million vehicle you should buy. Now, I kind of think this goes without saying. Don't buy the sloop, don't buy the tank, at least until you've got every other $1 million vehicle first. But when you have achieved your first $1 million, I would say the first vehicle you should buy is this here, the Vault Bike. It's insane acceleration and its impressive top speed and pretty good off-roading capabilities are what makes it perhaps the best vehicle inside Jailbreak, period. Once you reach your second $2 million, buy this here. This is the drone, absolutely buy it, it's definitely amazing. For your third $1 million, then buy the Black Hawk. And then at that point, buy whichever other vehicles you want. But in this order, you want the Vault, then the drone, and then the Black Hawk. In that order, otherwise, I don't know, you have no friend. Okay, that joke's become a bit overused in this video. However, whatever vehicle you should buy first with your $1 million is really up to you. It's subjective, opinion is subjective, get whatever you like. If you want to get the Trailblazer as your first $1 million vehicle, go for it, absolutely. It's a very, very good vehicle. In fact, every $1 million vehicle is insanely good, except for the sloop. It sucks. Just don't get it. Unless you have every other vehicle in the game except the sloop, just don't get the sloop, bro. It is so bad. I have never really used it purposefully for, you know, playing Jailbreak. Conclusion of this entire video, get the Vault Bike. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe because I'm giving away this torpedo at 15k subscribers and we're like only 900 subs away now, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below right now. Cop yourself some of the merch because it's pretty sick looking and it's going off sale at the end of today, so hurry up, get it right now. But anyway, with all that being said, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.